Welcome, my friends, to a new interview from Cuentame, USA with Moncho Camano. Today we have a special guest, I guess. She's from Toronto, Canada. And yes, she's a singer-songwriter. She could be maybe an actress, maybe later on, who knows. For now, she's a singer-songwriter, and she makes great music. I know that because I came to a couple, I don't know, 2-3 months ago by surprise. I said, well, what's going on? Who's this girl? I'm like, I don't know. Let's see. Let's find out about her. And I said, let me talk to her before she becomes like out of range. I won't be able to talk to her later on. So might as well just do it now before it's too late. So we got a Delyn Gray online up north from New Jersey, up north. You drive up 87 or whatever. Yeah, 87 north. Yeah, you get up there to Toronto, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Hello.
How you doing, Delyn?
I'm good. Thank you for having me, Jose. This is awesome.
It's a special treat today. It's my second interview, and I was looking forward to talk. No, I had fun this morning, but today is different. I have Delyn, and I want to find out about what she does. I probably know a little bit, but not enough. So she's going to tell me all the rest. Okay. So, like I said, I listened to a couple songs, showed up in Spotify probably. I don't remember. But I heard Battle. But then I heard another song, Listen to the Thunder. And it was, she's playing with all these influences. I don't know, she's a late 90s girl. I don't know.
Yes.
More or less.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking. So
absolutely.
I want to talk about all the stuff about family and horses, jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
So saying, because I know about a couple guys.
Oh my gosh.
So tell me, Delyn. Let's start from the younger days, which you're still young, but there's still younger days, couple, I don't know, 10 years back. I don't know.
Yeah.
So tell me, she doesn't sing reggaeton. She doesn't sing pop music, but a lot of rock, a lot, some heavy metal, some, I don't know. Tell me, how did you get into that type of music when you were in school? Let's say, what were you listening to?
Yeah, in school I was listening to a lot of 90s rock. You definitely got it right. Just as you were saying before. Yeah, lots of Nirvana. Of course, Dave Grohl from Nirvana then started the Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters are a big influence. Nine Inch Nails, Soundgarden, Audioslave, love Chris Cornell. Yes, let's just say that blanket statement. Everything Jose likes, I was listening to.
Even more stuff that I probably don't know about, but
yeah, so I was listening to that a lot, and definitely listening to kind of the the top 40 music and stuff as well, but it just wasn't really what I wanted to do. I knew deep down that I wanted to pursue something that made me feel powerful and dangerous and fierce, and that's what the rock music was giving me. So I'm trying my best to do that.
She's doing a great job, let me tell you.
Thank you.
Yeah, grunge, classic rock, I don't know.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff, but it's gotta be a reason. I don't know. You play piano. I don't know if like a classical pianist, but she plays the piano really well. She plays the guitar.
Yes.
Okay, tell me, how do you get into those instruments? Were there instruments in your house hanging around from your and you decided, let me grab this and see for what I can do with it? How did you start?
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of that. My dad is a musician. So he had instruments all over the house. He had like an instrument in every room. He had a recording studio in our basement. So from a very young age, I was exposed to just kind of having music around in the house. And I was always encouraged to pick up an instrument and learn how to play. Had piano lessons for a little while. I was being trained classically, and then I stopped, kind of just did my own thing, and then taught myself how to play guitar for a little bit. Since then I've taken lessons and such, but I guess it all started with my dad.
So your dad was a big influence, still a big influence in your music and in your probably song structures, because like you said, he had a band, no? Like playing a band, rock band?
Yes, yeah, he did. He played in a bunch of rock bands in college, and he had his own kind of solo career, had a couple albums out, a little bit more acoustic. And now he's actually playing drums in my band.
Oh, so
And we
plays
write music
guitar,
together.
drums,
Yeah, and he sings. He is incredible. Yeah.
but
I
not
want to
as
be like my dad.
not as good as you, right? Close enough.
Close. Yeah. No, I'll take it. I'll say I'm a slight upgrade. No, he's really incredible. He's
Gotta
just
be, right?
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, because I read somewhere he had a band called Peter Bloom Band. Is that right?
Yes. Oh my gosh, you did some
So
deep diving.
his name is Peter, I guess, or not?
Yes, his name is Peter. Yes, it
Oh,
is.
okay, all right. That sounds good. I believe you are also a student right now, right? You're studying legal studies. I try to research stuff.
Oh my gosh, I'm very
Legal
impressed.
studies in Waterloo University. I know where it is. That's why I said it.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I am. I currently part-time. I don't have enough time in the day
right.
to be a full-time student, and I also have a full-time job with a tech company. So doing that and music at the same time is quite a bit. So yeah, it's part-time studies for now, and just chipping away at that degree.
Normal. Nothing different.
Yeah.
Nothing out of the common, I guess. Right.
Yeah.
So and she's doing great music. If you go to her YouTube channel, there are a lot of covers. She does a lot of covers also
I
of
do.
every. It's got to be musicians and bands that she enjoys doing. She's not gonna do a cover of somebody she hates, so, unless she wants to say I could sing better than them, so I'll do it. But
Yeah, exactly. Take that.
yeah, that's how you do it. How it's done. No, but there's a lot of covers. She does a beautiful job. All kinds of bands. I don't know, Nirvana, Soundgarden, so many covers that you do. Besides her videos, that I saw a couple of them that I was gonna ask before I forget about
Yeah.
those two videos in a house, in an old beat up house, black and everything is dark.
Yeah.
And, tell me about those videos and how they were shot and who shot those videos.
Yeah, believe it or not, my dad shot those videos. So,
Oh,
yeah, my dad is also a movie director. No, I'm joking.
oh,
He and my mom actually bought a house up the street from us, and it was the house that we filmed in. So it was literally falling apart. And before they renovated the whole house, I asked if I could film a music video in there because I thought it would be great for Battle and also for Listen to the Thunder. So we used the same
right.
house for both of those videos. And yeah, we filmed everything on like GoPros and iPhones. So maybe the quality isn't like
That's great.
up to standards, but I thought it was a really fun time, and it was a cool thing to work with my dad on as well.
That's great. It's like watching a French film.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I do
right.
have French heritage, so I'll
Oh
take
yeah.
that.
Okay. So yeah, those songs. I think that was the first one I listened to. Battle.
Mhm.
Very slow song, and the lyrics are
Yeah.
quite. Uh, I'm not gonna say depressing, but a little sad and
Mhm.
about isolation. And I heard like something like Fiona Apple. I don't know, Amy Winehouse, Amy
Awesome.
Winehouse and Fiona Apple, something like that. I
Oh,
don't.
that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really cool songs. Take a look. But there are more songs that we're going to talk about. But those songs, I think those are the two I listened first, if I remember.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, great songs. I really enjoy listening to her, understanding her lyrics, because she writes really well. I don't know if you write all your lyrics, or somebody if that helps you out with that. Or that's the only part that he doesn't stick his hands on it. You just
Yeah, no, he doesn't. I write all of my lyrics, and I will say that I'll bring my lyrics to my dad and say like, are these ridiculous? Like, do these make sense? Should I be aiming higher? Is this good? And he's just a great coach. He'll read through things and be like, okay, I think you can do better. Go do better. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go do better. So he's definitely my cheerleader on the sidelines, but I do write everything myself.
That's cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Thanks.
I also saw another video. So much stuff that I was going to ask you about.
Mhm.
The song is called "Break Me Till I Bend." I knew this song, but not that song. it was another singer from Norway that she sings this song, but it's not the same one because when I
Oh,
listened to your song, I wasn't sure. Is this a cover? Is this her lyrics? But somebody wrote another song with the same name, and it's not the same. It's not totally different music, but it's very, So I was going to ask you, is this your own lyrics on the song? It's just a cover you did from other singers, from other singers.
that's amazing. No, it's actually my own song. I wrote
Oh
it
yeah.
in 2017, so several years ago. I didn't know that there was another song named
Yeah,
that, but
but
that's awesome.
her name is Maria Mena, if I remember. But it's
Maria
like
Mena.
maybe 10 years ago. It was written. I don't remember.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'll have to check that out because I had
Yeah,
no idea. That's
yeah.
very
I was
cool.
like confused. I'm like, "Oh, it's not the same song. I don't remember the lyrics being like this and that." Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm very impressed by the research. Yeah, now I have some deep diving to do. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
No, I really enjoy it, but it's nice.
Thank
So
you.
it's not. I was going to ask you also about those. There are a lot of guitar. Who plays those heavy riffs, like in your latest song? Because I think the latest song you just put out is "Head to the Sky" a couple of months ago.
Yes.
That's a totally a different song than the ones you ever published before. A lot of heavy riff. I don't know where
Yeah.
that guitar. Who plays that guitar?
Yeah, a friend of mine, his name is Nick Corcoran, and he helped me kind of just shape that song up. It was the first time we had worked together in the studio. He had reached out a couple months ago, or before that, and said, "Hey, like, would you ever want to work together in the studio?" I said, "Yeah, absolutely. I have some stuff I'm working on. I could use your help, kind of
Hmm.
shaping up." So he came in and I said, I really want this to be like a heavy song. I want it to sound like there's a band called Royal Blood in the UK. I want there to be some like Nine Inch Nails, maybe some
Right.
Rush influence. And he said, okay, great. And just threw the guitars down. I was like, yes, that's exactly it. So yeah, it was great.
She throws every style of music she likes. She throws everything at like anything she likes. She throws it in a song.
Yeah.
Right? So and
That's the
yeah,
way to do it.
that's the way you do it. It's a great. She's doing a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So I was gonna ask you also because of the research. Sometimes probably this one I'm not sure. Is your sister also a musician?
Yes, she
Okay.
is.
But she's
Yes.
not around. She doesn't live in the same residence, the different place.
No, she lives in Montreal.
Oh,
So she moved away from Toronto 3 years ago now, and so she lives in Montreal and she's working on her music over there.
mm,
But she's also like she's so incredible. It's kind
mm.
of crazy.
Oh, that's not far from Toronto. No,
No, it's an easy drive.
it's
Yeah.
an easy drive. I've never been in Toronto. I was in Montreal, but not in Toronto. But I'm going in September. I think
Oh,
they let me go in. I don't know. Maybe they see my face. They say no, come back.
yeah. Not you. No, let me know. We can grab coffee or
Yeah,
something.
right.
That'd be
You never
nice.
know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think September is when I'm having plans of going there.
nice.
Yeah, those Canadian people, they're nice people. Listen
Yeah,
to what
we're
they
okay.
say down in Alabama. They don't know anything. So forget it. So yeah, tell me about how because I also read that you connected with a big rock star from Canada, the producer, activist, singer, businesswoman, whatever. It's Canadian, Biff Naked. I was like, oh, how did she get in touch with her?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's something like major.
I know it's so crazy. Biff Naked is so incredible. She's just such a badass woman. And
Oh,
yeah, I was lucky enough to actually work with her for a few years and be mentored by her for a few years. We connected through a publicist that I was working with at the time. His name is Eric Alper. And yeah, Eric was going for dinner with Biff and said, "Hey, Biff, I'm working with an artist named Delyn, and I think you'd really like the stuff that she's doing." And Biff was like, "Okay, cool. I'll take a listen." And
hmm.
sure enough, she liked what she heard. And so we connected and she lives not too far from me. So that was really cool. Yeah. Yeah. She's awesome.
Yeah, I was surprised. No, not surprised, but I knew her from a long time ago. So I was
No
like,
way.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I. Her music also.
Yeah.
So
She's awesome.
yeah, she's awesome. I was gonna ask you also about because you put out a lot of singles.
Yeah.
available, but there are no EPs that I know of right now.
Mhm.
Are you waiting for like a big, some before you ever put out something? It's got to be the best, or it's just you're waiting patiently to do something, or how is this?
Yes, I will say that there are groups of songs that will be coming out soon. I can't say whether it's an album or EP yet, but I do have some stuff in the works that I'm very excited about. I do want to start moving away from just releasing the singles. That's definitely like a common thing nowadays with the streaming platforms and
Yeah.
such. Everyone's encouraged to just release music as singles now, and I think it's a little bit unfortunate. So I'm going to definitely move away from that in the coming months, and we'll see what happens.
So this is gonna be a surprise.
Yeah,
We're gonna
we'll see.
and keep checking what she's doing.
Exactly. Stay tuned.
Right? Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. I was gonna ask you regarding your lyrics. What is the hardest part for you to do? To start writing the song or be able to finish the same song?
Oh, that's a great question. Honestly, both.
Or when to finish?
Both of them.
I'm done. And maybe I'm not. Maybe I should add something else.
Yeah, finishing for sure. I think you're on the right track there. It can be really easy to start a song and be, oh, we're on to something. This is great. And then deciding when the song is done is really tough. Really, really tough. There have been songs that I've started that have been like acoustic, kind of more indie rock songs. And by the time we have everything done, it's like, you know what? This needs to be a full-on rock song. Scratch everything. Let's rewrite some lyrics, go to it again. So yeah, I'll say finishing the song is definitely the hardest.
Finishing, right?
Yeah.
I guess it changes with your mood. If you're in a happy mood, you're probably gonna make it a little happier. And if you're in a bad mood, sad mood, you're gonna change it totally to it.
Definitely. Yeah. I guess that's the cool thing too, is being able to listen back to the music that I've released now and still actually enjoy it. It's like, okay, we did this properly. Like that was a good choice to finish it there and release it. No regrets yet.
So regarding those songs, you write more songs about let's say celebration, or are they easier to write, or you enjoy more doing the less the less joyful songs, like the dark lyrics? Are they easier for you to write the dark lyrics or more positive songs, or both, or makes no difference? You could do both.
Yeah,
right
I think
at this point.
Yeah, I think right now, the darker lyrics are definitely easier, or just come a little bit easier for me. And maybe that's just because I listened to a lot of bands like Nirvana and Audioslave. Well, I guess Audioslave had a couple like more uplifting ones, but I was definitely into darker music as a kid, and I do wonder if that kind of shaped how I approach my songwriting. The flip side of that too is like music is really my outlet. It's kind of my therapy. So I don't tend to, go to a therapist and talk about happy things. It's like, oh my gosh, this is happening and all of this sucks and I don't know what to do. So
you don't pretend to be a happy singer. You show what you feel.
Exactly. And I'll have conversations like if I'm in person, I'm not going to be all dark and don't talk to me or anything like that. Like I'm a very personable person, I'd like to think.
I have a feeling that you look like a happy person. I interview a lot of people, not a lot, but some bands that are into dark wave and they dress all black and dark, everything is dark. So you imagine they're gonna be like the same. You see them on video, and it's totally different. They write dark lyrics, but they're really nice people to talk to. They're uplifting also. They're not just sad people that they don't have anything. I don't know. They don't have any energy. It's not that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the balance, right? It's like music is where you kind of throw all of that anger and angst and frustration and sadness. And I mean, there will be some happier songs coming out. I'm sure I'll have happy things to write about, but right now it's the darker stuff that comes naturally. Yeah,
that's the stuff I enjoy more, to tell you the truth. It's not like I love happy music. I do love happy music, but I enjoy I like lyrics. I like listening to what not just music. Well,
Yeah.
I like music too. Like I could listen to one of those Yes albums for like just one song in the whole album, and that doesn't matter. I could do that. But I like lyrics. I like enjoying and finding out why they wrote this, why they wrote the other thing. It's gotta be a reason. Then you just don't say, "Oh, let me just write the song." It's gotta be a reason. It's like you said, you gotta open a faucet and let everything out. Like your song, or you gotta open the window and look out.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, every song's a story, and it's very cool that you like to dig into them. I do as well.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I always did that. I got my favorite singers, and for some reason, Delyn, most of them are women. I don't know.
Really?
It is true. It is the truth. There is a
That's
couple
awesome.
that are my favorite singers, but if I could count maybe 5 that I enjoyed the most, and probably 4 are women.
Wow. Well, that's amazing. Honestly,
Yeah,
yeah, a lot of people would just name male
yeah,
artists.
I could name them. They're beautiful. They're great, but not as for me. They're not as great as some of the other singers. So
Amazing.
I'm not gonna
Amazing.
name them because
Yeah.
I don't want to say.
We're not going to start fights or anything.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna start fights about that stuff. But I really enjoy Delyn's music and the lyrics. Like I said, she
Thank
really,
you.
and they come from the inside, I guess, up from the out. Someone comes from your outside, what you see, or everything comes out from your inside. When you write, or both things.
Definitely both. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think earlier when I started writing, it was definitely more just personal
Mm.
experience. But since I started writing the rock music, I guess I was 16. So
Mm.
yeah, 6 or 7 years ago now. I
Right.
started to kind of expand into, exploring things that I'm seeing as, a witness, instead of just keeping things personal.
Mm.
I think it makes it more relatable too, right?
Yeah. So when you do some of your concerts, you play acoustic on just the guitar on your own, right? And sometimes
Yes.
you got a band. But
Oh yeah.
is this a fixed bunch of people that you have, or some of them they come in and out? You know?
Yeah, so it's tough. It's really tough to put a band together. Right now it's a solid group. I mean, my dad's drumming for me, so
Yeah.
until he doesn't want to anymore, he'll be the drummer. And then I also have my boyfriend's brother who is an
Okay.
incredible guitarist. He's playing with me right now. Um, and so that's been really fun. And then I have a great friend of mine named Jess Bell who's playing bass. So having another woman up on stage is pretty
Mm.
awesome.
Yeah.
I see a lot of rock bands that are female fronted, and the band is either fully female or fully male, and so it's kind of cool to have both on stage.
Yeah, that's cool. And is your are you gonna start playing other types of instruments besides piano and guitar, or you could take also the bass or the drums, because if your father plays drums, I guess you could play drums also, I guess, right? He could teach you that.
Yes, absolutely. I started playing drums a little bit last year, and it's definitely something that I want to get better at. So as I start carving in more time for instrument practice during the week, I'll definitely be throwing the drums in. I think, the more I can play, the more flexible it becomes, so I can kind of play a show anywhere for anyone, in any kind of configuration. So,
She could be singing, and all of a sudden the drummer just has a stomach ache, disappears, and she picks up the drums and sings.
exactly.
Why
There you
not?
go. No problem. Done.
Let's keep going.
Exactly, the show must go on. Yeah, I think it's great. I think I even just thinking about the artists that I look up to and that I'm inspired by, they're all multi-instrumentalists, and it just adds a certain credibility to an artist as well when you know how to play your instrument and you can use that instrument to just make your music so much more interesting and unique to yourself. I think Dave Grohl is one of my biggest inspirations, and he's one of the best drummers ever, and is also a killer guitarist and singer. So come on, I have that to live up to.
He has a lot of years playing.
Yes. Yeah.
Big experience, and a nice guy. I don't know him personally, but when I see the interviews and the way he speaks, I really enjoy it. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
yeah, I don't think there's enough of that out there. I think we're all very worried about how we come off as as artists, and we want to preserve our brand. And, you know, if I'm a dark rock artist, that's who I am. And if I'm a rocker, I'm smoking cigarettes and I'm swearing and I'm drinking alcohol during our interviews. And I don't think it needs to be that. I just like being a nice person, and it's cool to see that Dave Grohl can also just be a nice person and be a rock star. Yeah.
You cannot just pretend that you are a person. Then you want to change, you want to do something else, and people don't like you because, oh, that's not what I was expecting from him. You know, you put out a record and, oh, this sounds horrible. This is not what he used to play in the other three previous records.
Yeah.
You know, you got to change and whatever.
Yeah, like, absolutely.
I remember when I was like, I'm still a David Bowie fan.
Oh, yes.
Since forever, because, everybody was like Spiders from Mars, then Hunky Dory and all this. And then all of a sudden he came up with Low, and everybody, oh, this album is horrible. What is this? This is boring. This is not music. This is beautiful. I really enjoy it. It's one of the best albums for me. I said, but you like heavy, you like rock music. This is not rock music. Come on. You got to change. You got to do something different. It's not, you're not always going, well, unless you're AC/DC or, you know,
I guess
the same thing forever and it works perfect. But I don't think that's what Delyn wants to do.
No, I love that you use David Bowie as an example. I think him and also Prince are great examples of that. And yeah, I don't want to spend my whole life playing the same stuff over and over. I think it's interesting to keep evolving and changing, and with or without fans, you're making new fans along the way and maybe bringing some with you. But yeah, make music that everyone loves.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless you make reggaeton, then I won't call her. She could be as famous as she can be. I'm not calling her. Telling you the truth.
There we have it.
I have patience for music, and I try, but it's impossible for me. I can't get it. It doesn't get in my head. It comes 1 year and disappears. I don't know. But
fair enough.
Tell me about those martial arts, because I think she's doing martial arts, and I heard she's doing jiu-jitsu. Because
I am.
A friend of mine, a co-worker, almost broke his neck the other day. That's why I remember his teacher, like, I cannot move my neck. I cannot go to work. I said, well, what happened? Be careful.
It's
he loves it. And he's from Brazil, so he's a Brazilian. You imagine.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's big no. I'm so into martial arts. So I'm not doing it as much as I'd like to, but I mean, come the summer when things start calming down a little bit in my work schedule and school schedule, I will definitely be going more. But my boyfriend actually recently started jujitsu. He competed a lot last year and has been training at several gyms, and got me into it. I mean, we have mats in our apartment that we take out, and every so often we just beat each other up. It's great. It's a really fun time.
I imagine she's doing it because she's afraid maybe one day one of those crazy lunatic fans jumps on stage and she does a headlock and takes him down. That's why she's pretending, you know, she wants to get ready just in case.
You never know. You never know what's going to happen.
She might have to use it someday.
There you go. I love traveling too. You know, if anyone ever tries to steal my bag off me, I'm ready to just, you know, flip them over and no, don't steal from me. No, it's great. It's definitely a very empowering sport, and it's a beautiful sport as well. Lots of it just required a lot more physicality than I was anticipating. I mean, of course, all martial arts do, but I had come from a Muay Thai and kickboxing background, not extensive. I wasn't competing or anything, but I was surprised to see how much harder jiu-jitsu actually was in terms of coordination and just flowing and controlling your body. It's pretty beautiful.
I know this guy wants to grab me all the time, like, don't get away from me, don't no, I know, man, don't, be careful, come on. He's like, no, let me show you this, let me show you that. No.
Stay away from me, please.
Just talk about it, but don't show me anything.
Yeah, exactly. Show me a video if you need to.
Yeah. Also, tell me, you do so much stuff that I don't know. Imagine she's so young, not like a little kid, but and so much stuff to talk about. In 10 years, I don't know. I probably needed like 3 or 4 hours to find out what she's doing. Do you also work for a charity also? Or is that your part of what you do daily, or something you do like a part-time basis? I also read
Yes.
like, did you have the time to do all of that stuff? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I started working with a tech charity, so like a technology education charity when I was 17, and
Hmm.
it was my first year of university as well. So I started on a part-time basis, and then have since been working with them full-time and then part-time every so often, depending on what my school and musical project needs are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've continued to work with them. They're doing some really incredible work, just empowering youth to be able to work with technology and understand technology, be more mindful consumers, more informed consumers of technology. And yeah, it's given me a whole other purpose, which has been really special.
Yeah, she's doing so much stuff. I think she also speaks French, but well, she's in Canada, but a lot of people from Canada speak French. So you're from Quebec or something. I don't know.
Yeah, my dad was born in Quebec actually, and my
Oh,
sister and I went to school here in Toronto, all full French. So we are both fluent in French, and my sister has since been studying Italian in university. We have some Italian heritage on my dad's side, and I studied Spanish for 4 years in high school and then 1 year in university. So
oh.
it's very broken, but if I practice enough, I could
Yes.
probably have a short conversation.
Well, I can sing in Spanish, but I don't know.
I would love to. I would love to put out a Spanish song, even a French song, just any other language would be incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, French, probably French. A lot of French, a lot of kids. I have a question for you. I was gonna let's
Mhm.
take it, put it out now. I want to put you in a spot,
Okay.
Delyn.
Okay.
I'm gonna name 4 Canadian artists,
Hmm.
and you're gonna tell me from 1 being the best to 4 being the worst,
Oh,
according to your liking.
okay.
So I got 4 different bands,
Okay.
and you're gonna tell me. If you don't
Yes.
know any, if you say I don't know who they are, impossible. She knows.
Okay.
Let's start the first one. I'm gonna start from back a little bit. Neil Young. I know he's Canadian. Okay,
Yes.
so he's Canadian. Then I have another band that I really love, so I gotta put them in.
Okay.
Cowboy Junkies.
Yes.
Okay, do you know
Yep.
who they are?
Yep. So far, we're
Then,
good.
all right. Number 3 will be Arcade Fire.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Okay, so
Okay.
we're doing good. And the
Okay.
last one, the Nisi, I'm not gonna name no. Johnny Mitchell. Just to, you know,
Yes.
I could name Grimes or Drake or no, I'm not gonna name them. I already did, but the Nickelback, no, those 4. Neil Young, Cowboy Junkies, Arcade
Mm.
Fire, Johnny Mitchell. Now
Oh.
your father probably has a different, maybe taste. I don't know. You tell me.
No, I think that's a really great list. I wasn't expecting that list actually. I think I was expecting actually I don't know what I was
Leonard Cohen?
expecting.
No, no,
Oh.
no.
No, I love
Rush?
Leonard
Maybe
Cohen.
Rush? I don't know. Rush?
Yeah, maybe like
I don't know.
Rush, Metric is a
Oh,
cool
Metric. Oh,
band.
Metric. Yeah. But I
Yeah.
don't want to do that. I just want to.
No, I think these are great bands. Okay, so from 1 to 4. Now, I do need to say that I love all 4 bands and artists. I'll rank them based off of, I guess, how much I've listened to them and how much their music has actually impacted, my own. So,
Right.
I'd have to start with Arcade Fire, believe it or not.
Wow. That's beautiful.
And reason being is that my mom actually bought their album, their very first album, and played it on repeat in the car. And we used to do a lot of road trips. And so I have very fond traveling memories with their music being the soundtrack to it. So that's number 1.
Number 1.
Now number 2 would be Neil Young.
Okay. Yeah.
And my boyfriend is so in love with him, and so we listen to a lot of Neil Young in the apartment.
Okay.
And oh man, now it's tough. I'd actually like to say Cowboy Junkies and then Joni Mitchell, but I
Okay.
do still love Joni Mitchell. I was actually told a little while ago that I should listen to more of her so that I could use her influence in my
Mm.
music, and when I did do that, I was just absolutely astounded by the work that
Yeah,
she's
it's hard to say the worst. It's impossible to say Johnny Mitchell is the worst of the four.
Yeah, we can't say the worst. There's no
there's
worst
no
in that
worst.
list.
There's no
All
worst.
of them are incredible, but
yeah, that's why I chose them, because it's impossible to say there.
yeah.
I mean, I guess the less popular will be Cowboy Junkies, because they were popular in the 90s in the United States, but they put out a couple of songs very popular, and then I kept listening to all their albums. I really enjoyed them. So yeah. I'll leave the other ones in Drake and Glenn Gould for another time.
Yeah. Do you listen to Blue Rodeo at all?
Yes, but that's 80s music, no?
Yeah, and they're still going. I actually had
going?
the chance to meet Jim Cuddy a couple years ago, and he's incredible. And his sons are now into music, and they're just awesome. Yeah, lots of great Canadian artists.
I remember listening in the 80s, MTV when they started. There was a band that I thought they were great. There was a song that I really enjoyed. Then I gave up on them. But there was I don't know if you know them. It's a woman. The band was a female singer called Waterflush.
Oh,
Heart of My Heart. Heart of My Heart. It was one of their famous, most popular songs. And after that, they were very popular in the 80s. When early 80s, Waterflush. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to. I
So
wonder if I know their music. I might know their music.
I'm not gonna sing. I'm gonna sing that
sing
song
it for me now.
No, impossible. I don't want to look. I'm already stupid. I don't want to look more stupid.
No, oh my gosh, no.
So, but yeah, so a lot of bands from Canada that I really enjoy a lot. And Delyn Gray, she's from Canada.
I am from
from Toronto.
So hopefully I'm added to your list of artists that you like.
And of course, like I said, if I get in touch with some, they may say no. I say, this guy. But if I get in touch with them, it's because I love their music. I'm not gonna call someone that I say, I really hate this music. But let me call in just to pretend that I love them. It's impossible.
Yeah. I'd love to talk to you about how much I hate your music.
Yeah, you gotta do better than those stupid singles. I don't know. What are you doing? Yeah. I'm not gonna call. That would be crazy. That will take me away to the, this guy is crazy. What is he doing?
That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
No, but I really enjoy Delyn's music. And I'm expecting a lot from her, because she has the talent, she has the voice, she has so much stuff inside, I guess. And it's like a river. It's not going to stop. It's going to keep flowing. She has so many ideas that she's not going to tell me, but she has so much stuff. You probably open one of those drawers in the studio, because you got a studio in your house also. Don't you?
Yes, I'm in the studio right now. Actually, I can't move my computer to show you, but I am in the studio. Yes.
Yeah. So you probably, if you open one of those drawers, there's a lot of stuff she writes, and it's in a piece of paper or something. Who knows? Hard drives, all stuff. So much stuff.
You got it.
You got it right. So yeah. So you got a studio. Is it across in the house, or it's like across in a garage? Is it?
Yeah, it's in the garage. So we got to walk down the garden and get to the garage. Yeah.
So it's a creative spot for place for her, but so you hide. Sometimes you go in there and you run away from the noise.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting. My dad actually built the studio himself, and the whole kind of design and feel is like nature, kind of like a country. If you were go out to the country and have like a barn or something, it would be similar to that. And I think my family and we all love nature and just regrounding out in the country, and so having a little bit of that at home is definitely a nice escape. Yeah,
I think also I don't know if she has a horse, but she rides horses. I think just like
ride horses.
It's like Ford Jansen from Nightwish. She tries.
Yeah. I love it. It's again kind of like music. It's another source of therapy, of just grounding, and like you said, escaping the noise. Toronto is a loud city, and add social media to that, add trying to make noise of my own. It's a lot. So being able to just escape for a few hours every week and connect with an animal is pretty special.
Great. Do you have any pets in the house?
I do. I have a dog.
You have a dog?
I do. Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
he know you are a rock star yet or no? He has no idea, right?
No, she hates it. Oh my
Oh, I
gosh.
see.
She'll come into the studio every so often. And specifically, if I'm playing guitar or drums, she's like right at the door. Let me
Oh,
out
yeah.
right now.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
not play. It's so bad. Yeah.
Oh,
It's probably just loud. It's not that I'm bad, except
no,
I'm bad.
no. She's not
She's
bad.
like,
She's
you
not bad.
suck.
No, the dog doesn't know she's a rock star. Yes, the dog will learn sooner or later.
Oh, for
Sooner
sure.
or later, he'll be begging, please, I want to listen to your new song. No. But you do a lot of stuff. So much stuff you do. You talking about concert. You will be playing at the Drake Underground in May 17th, right?
Yes, I will. I'm very excited for that. That'll
They
be
want to
a
see
fun time.
her, right?
Yeah, if anyone's in Toronto and wants to come down to a show, May 17th at the Drake Underground.
And actually, you can talk to her. She's not running away. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm around. Happy to chat.
She said. She's not just gonna sing and hide behind the curtains and disappear. I don't think so.
No. I love hanging out with everyone at the end. It's a fun time.
Yeah. So what are your plans for this summer? Because it's almost we are in spring, but summer is coming, and the weather is nice in Canada in the spring and summer.
Yeah, it's
Winter,
hard
I
to
don't know about winter, but
Oh,
I don't know.
no, the winter is horrible here. Yeah, no, the summer is coming up so fast. I have a few shows in June and then in August. And right now, July, we're trying to figure out if we can book anything then.
Mm.
But lots of music recording and writing and getting ready for the fall when we'll be releasing some new music. So,
Oh, okay. She's mentioned the fall.
yep. Stay tuned for the fall.
When
Some stuff
when
might
the
be
leaves start
happening.
falling down, she comes out with her music.
New music. Every leaf is a new song.
I guess on stage is where you feel most confident, right? On
Yes.
stage, you feel free.
Yeah, it's such an incredible feeling. It makes all of the, I guess, the harder times working up to that worth it. Like anytime I step on stage, it's like, okay, yeah, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And this is why I have to deal with some people that I don't like dealing with or have days that just are really hard. I do it all so that I can feel this feeling on stage. It's really incredible.
Yeah, something that you really enjoy. Any major problems so far playing on stage? Like any, I don't know,
Yes.
you felt really sick that day and you really feel like you were gonna do a good job, or maybe you had some kind of sickness and you.
Yeah, for sure. There've been a couple of those actually. Earlier this year in January, I played a show and 2 days before I got really sick, just like cold. And that was really tough. That was the first time I had to put on a show where I was just not feeling 100%. So I guess I was very lucky before that, but we made it through and it was great. It was a fun time. Recently we played a show and my microphone cable fell out of the microphone as I was singing, and so that was embarrassing. But you just gotta roll with it. Like little things happen. I've tripped on stage before. I've unplugged
Right.
my guitar. I've done a bunch of stuff. And it's all just part of it. And I think learning how to deal with those situations on stage just makes you a better performer. Like there's no use in getting angry or frustrated or down. Like it's all just funny at the end of the day.
And a lot of times the audience doesn't even know what's going on. So
Exactly. Yeah, the audience is like, that was the best show you played. I'm like, oh, was it because I unplugged my guitar? Thanks a lot.
Were you paying attention or
Yeah,
talking to your friend next to you?
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's all great. I hope that, I'll just kind of roll with whatever comes. I don't expect perfect shows ever. And yeah, then normally it just feels good. It's just
Perfect
fun.
shows are like no good. If they're perfect 100%, it's no fun.
No, it's like life. If you're not learning anything or if you're not constantly working towards something, then it's not fun anymore. You're just kind of existing. So I don't want to just be playing on stage. I want to be living on stage.
Yeah,
And
living on stage. It's like when you listen to a song once it's written and you send Spotify or any digital or
Mhm.
vinyl, whatever, it's that song. You're gonna listen to the same song in 10 years. It will still be the same song, no changes, same song.
Yeah.
Now on stage, you can interpret that song. Every day is different. Every time you play it, it's a different song. It's the same, but it's not the same. There's new feelings into the song or the days, you know. So on stage is where you should see them, I think.
Absolutely.
Listen to the record, listen to the song, listen 20 minutes or 100 or whatever you want to listen to. But on stage, that's when you song is alive, I guess.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, you're totally right.
Right. So I enjoy doing that. And maybe one day I could be able to listen to see her on stage. You never know.
Yes.
Maybe a Radio City Music Hall. You never know.
That would be awesome. Yes, I will definitely keep you posted when I come down to the US.
Yeah, let me know because I'll carry your luggage like I always do. Okay. You call me.
I'll carry your luggage.
No, I'll carry your luggage and your guitar.
Love it.
The piano is gonna be a little harder for me to carry, but the guitar I could carry it.
Fair enough. You know what? Yeah, you can be in charge of the guitar. That's fine by me.
Yeah. And another favor I'm gonna ask, maybe in 5-6 years, she has to say yes to another interview. No, I don't expect. I want to talk to her sooner than that. But you know, I want her to answer my email. Say, listen, Delyn, do you remember me? You know, that guy, that crazy guy, I want to talk to you again regarding this and the other new song and this and that. Oh, you got to talk to my manager. I'm sorry. I have
no. I'll have you on
never know.
Instagram. I'll have you on my email. I'll put you in my phone now. You can
I'm expecting a lot of good stuff from her because I think she has a lot of talent, to tell you the truth. And cannot get any worse. It has to get better. So
you can't get worse.
Can't get worse. From now, it has to go up. Impossible.
Thank you.
She's putting
I hope so.
Good stuff. And I've been listening to those songs over and over. And when I listen to a song like 3-4 times, that means that I love the song. And so I really enjoy listening to Delyn Gray.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah. So it's 7:49. It's the same time in Canada.
It is.
It is. She's not in like the West Coast. You know.
Yeah. No. This is perfect.
Not in Vancouver Island or some places. No, Spirit Box. She doesn't live up there. She lives on the side, on the eastern side. They're nice people up there. So I just want to wish her the best. You know, she deserves it. She works really hard. She wants to do her best. You know, she's putting a lot of energy into their songs and to the lyrics. And the father is doing a great job. He does. I don't know the guy, but
he's cool. He's cool.
You know, he's cool. I don't know about the mother, but no, no, about anything. Looks like awesome. She's putting a lot of, taking care of her, like carrying eggs.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. No, my parents are incredible. I would not be able to do any of this without them. I'm very lucky.
So I think she's doing a great job. So that's it for today. I spoke with her. Made me happy. We could be talking about other stuff. We're not going to talk about jiu-jitsu, yoga, and all that stuff. We'll leave it for next time.
Yes.
And I got so many questions we could talk about, but we'll leave it for next time.
Yeah. Hasta la próxima.
What the hell did you? Hasta la próxima.
Hasta la próxima.
Manda. Uy, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Perfect. I thought she was from Madrid. Hasta la próxima. With the accent and everything. I don't understand. Where did she learn all this stuff?
Yeah. La próxima vez vamos a hablar en español.
What the
Sí.
Wow.
Voy a practicar.
And she says she cannot speak Spanish. Okay.
Yeah, no.
She's lying. She was lying. She's perfect. I thought she was from Barcelona.
No. Oh my gosh, don't tell me that. Oh wow.
Toronto. I don't know. These people, Canadian people, I don't know. I gotta be, thank God that I wasn't saying anything in Spanish and she never heard it. Because she was like, imagine, I thought she has no idea about Spanish. And now I gotta be careful.
Yeah.
I gotta be careful now. Now I'm gonna have to start, learning German because I don't know if she's gonna start learning German also. And then Spanish
Watch
is
out. Yeah. I'll
watch
start-
out. I'm not gonna post anything in Spanish about her because that will be the end. She won't be talking to me after that. But yeah, now I know. Hasta la
Delyn, Grace
próxima. Okay.
sucks.
This-
Oh my
okay.
gosh.
Next song she'll be singing in Spanish. Okay. All right. Whatever you
Just
want
for
to do.
you. Just for you.
It's up to you.
Just
It's
for
up to you. You do whatever you want. You got the talent to do it. So that's fine.
Thank you.
See you next time, my friends. I got another interview next week, but nothing better than this. This is it. If you want to listen to another interview and see that, you'll be okay. They're not as good as this. So, whatever. It's up to you if you want to see my next interview. See you next time.
Yeah, I'm reaching for what's deemed impossible for me. Just because you're selling this prophecy don't mean that I agree. Little girl in your eyes, too unaware to realize I pay more attention to the things you keep on mentioning.